In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the blur tool in Photoshop in just 2 minutes. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to create smooth, professional-looking blur effects for portraits, backgrounds, and more. Whether you're a beginner or just need a quick refresher, this step-by-step guide will make it simple. If you find this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more quick and easy Photoshop tutorials. Let's jump right in. Step 1 is to open your image. Launch Adobe Photoshop and go to File, then click Open, and select the photo you want to edit. You can use any image, but blur works especially well on portraits or photos with busy backgrounds. Once your image is open in Photoshop, you're ready for the next step. Step 2 is selecting the blur tool. Go over to the toolbar on the left-hand side of your screen. Look for the water drop icon. That's the blur tool. If you don't see it right away, you might see the sharpen tool or the smudge tool instead. Click and hold on that icon, and a small menu will pop up showing all three tools. From there, select the blur tool. Once selected, you'll notice the options bar at the top changes to show the blur settings. Step 3 is adjusting your tool settings. At the top of the screen, you'll see several important options. First is brush size. This controls how large the blur area will be. You can change the size by clicking the brush drop-down or by using the bracket keys on your keyboard for faster control. Next is hardness. A lower hardness gives you softer edges, which creates a smoother and more natural blur. For most cases, keeping hardness low works best. Now look at strength. This controls how intense the blur effect will be. I recommend starting between 10 and 30%. Lower strength gives you more control, because you can gradually build up the effect by painting over the area multiple times. If the strength is too high, the blur can look unnatural very quickly. Finally, if you're working with multiple layers, make sure to enable Sample All Layers. This allows the blur tool to consider all visible layers while applying the effect. Step 4 is applying the blur. First, zoom into the area you want to soften by pressing Ctrl and the plus key on Windows or Command and the plus key on Mac. Zooming in helps you work more precisely. Now simply click and drag your brush over the area you want to blur. You can paint over skin to soften it, blur background distractions to create depth, or smooth out rough edges and noise. If you want a stronger effect, just paint over the same area again. Because we're using a lower strength, you can build the blur gradually and keep it looking natural. Here's a quick professional tip for a better workflow. Instead of applying the blur tool directly to your original image layer, duplicate the layer first. Press Ctrl and J on Windows or Command and J on Mac. This creates a copy of your image. Now apply the blur tool to the duplicate layer. This keeps your original image untouched, so if you ever need to adjust or remove the blur, you can simply delete or mask the duplicate layer. This non-destructive method gives you much more flexibility and is how professionals typically work in Photoshop. And that's it. That's how to use the blur tool in Photoshop quickly and effectively. You now know how to select it, adjust the settings, apply the blur, and use a non-destructive workflow for professional results. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more simple and practical Photoshop guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.